Food, Glorious Food of Nashville by Shiny Visions. Nashville, Tennessee, also called Music City and, more recently, the bachelorette party capital of the U.S., is known for its music, history, attractions, and party scene. We have one weekend to spend in this popular city, and it's going to be centered around food. First, we settled into our Airbnb, located in a quaint East Side Nashville neighborhood. Downtown hotels cost around $600 per night for this weekend, so we were glad to instead rent out this 2-bedroom attic abode in a quiet neighborhood. It was just perfect for our foodie weekend. East Nashville is an area with creative and artistic influences and a trendy, progressive atmosphere. Coffee shops, restaurants, and art galleries are interwoven within the historic neighborhoods. We were close to many restaurants, and along those walks we enjoyed the lovely views of this bungalow neighborhood with its meditative outdoor spaces and colorful, well-maintained gardens. A 13-minute walk took us to Edley's Barbecue. Opened in 2011, it has been recognized in Southern Living Magazine and USA Today and voted Best Barbecue in Nashville for 4 years. Their meats are smoked low and slow using southern white oak wood, and their side dishes are made from scratch daily. To experience as much of their food as we could, we hauled back a carry-out meal for 4, plus a couple of extra dishes. Brisket, smoked for over 10 hours, was so flavorful from its dry rub spicing that it didn't need any sauce accompaniment. The pulled pork from slow-smoked butt was tender and juicy, and with a little added sauce, was perfect. The smoked chicken, half a bird on the bone, was subtly seasoned. The side dishes were delicious accompaniments to the smoked meats. The coleslaw tasted fresh, made with cabbage, red onion, and green peppers in a sweet vinegary marinade. The bean salad was a mix of black beans, field peas, white corn, peppers, and onions in a sweet and tangy vinaigrette. I ate almost all of this pan-baked cornbread myself. A bit of heat with jalapeno and red peppers, then butter seared. It was addictively yummy. Mac and cheese was creamy with its 4-cheese blend topped with breadcrumbs. Nashville Hot Links consists of smoked sausage with homemade spicy pimento cheese, tangy viola sauce, and pickled jalapenos. There was good heat in the flavor-dense sausage, and the sauces complemented them well. Of course, you had to get fried pickles in Nashville, and these were crispy, briny with a wonderful homemade ranch dressing dipping sauce. These cheesy grits made with Gouda cheese, sausage, onions, red and green peppers with a splash of Tabasco sauce were delicious. The donut distillery began from a woman's dream to create happiness for others by serving mini donuts. She cast off her business suit and heels to follow this dream. Good for her. Beginning in 2017 with a mobile food truck, the business now has blossomed into a brick-and-mortar shop in East Nashville. Variety abounds here. Their signature donuts include sweet swine, made with maple frosting dipped in homemade bacon bits, or dreamsicle, with vanilla frosting dipped in tang. Remember that breakfast drink of astronauts? Or you can create your own donut flavor by picking 1, a frosting flavor, 2, a topping, and finally 3, a drizzle flavor. What fun! Bachelorette parties would be lovely here with mimosa and donut flights, alcoholic donut milkshakes, and even donut cakes. Martin's Barbecue joint first opened in 2006 above an auto mechanic shop. Its popularity catapulted it to 9 locations today. Martin's has even been featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. On their densely festooned walls are album covers, license plates, among other memorabilia, and garage doors are used as dividers. Rock and roll and country music resonate throughout the establishment, creating the desired barbecue eating ambiance. It's a no-frills eatery with their menu displayed on the wall. We ate fall-off-the-bone tender, very juicy spare ribs with a subtly smoky aroma and the hint of the dusting of dry rub. Flavorful by themselves, the ribs also were well complemented by the various sauces provided. The lightly seasoned brisket was fork tender and juicy and paired well with the sauces too. We wish we could have sampled more off the Martin's menu. Martin's Whole Hog Barbecue Pit is readily seen in the restaurant, and we came at the perfect time to watch them remove a beautifully smoked hog, its tender meat easily pulled off the bone with redolent aromas wafting by. We watched the pitmaster replace it with and prepare and season a fresh whole hog for another day of slow cooking. Good barbecue takes a lot of work. Red's 615 Kitchen is a nothing fancy carry-out Nashville hot chicken establishment with only outdoor limited seating available. From this inauspicious location, however, comes a hot chicken that is the best we have ever tasted. It took Chef Red, who is classically trained, 10 years to perfect this recipe, and we can attest that the long effort paid off. The batter was crispy with just the right heat. We got the medium level, which is offset perfectly with a hint of sweetness. Underneath is chicken breast cooked to perfect juiciness and tenderness. Sweet Creations opened in 2010, offering freshly baked all-natural Southern-style pies. Their pecan pie has been lauded as one of America's best pies by Travel and Leisure. CEO Barbara Tom, who is as sweet as her creations, seems to be not one to settle in one place. She has tackled law school and divinity school, and now this tasty endeavor that combines her passion for baking as well as community development. Pie flavors offered here include pecan, chocolate chip pecan, bourbon pecan, chess, apple, cherry, peach, fudge, nutty fudge, sweet potato, and bourbon chocolate chip pecan. In the evening, we headed over to downtown Nashville, where I experienced Jenny's ice cream for the very first time. These ice creams are uniquely smooth in texture with a buttercream body with no artificial ingredients. There was definitely something unique about this delicious treat. The Nashville Farmers Market is an ideal destination for a foodie adventure where newly harvested vegetables abound alongside craft and specialty item vendors. Adjacent is also another indoor food court area, and food trucks await alongside the road with some of the best cuisine around. Birria Babe is a woman-owned food truck serving bold Mexican birria, which is a delicious traditional braised meat stew that is growing in popularity in the U.S. Choose from chicken, beef, and goat meat to fill shells fried in the meat fat, thus enriching its flavor. Then the tacos are topped with cheese, cilantro, onions, cucumber, radish, and salsas. This sampler of chicken, beef, and pork tacos exhibited robust taste, with the vegetable toppings adding crunch and texture and perfectly complementing the savory dishes. The Caracasville food truck offers popular cooked on-the-spot Venezuelan foods. Our pork belly arepa topped with fresh tomato slices, Gouda cheese, and salsa rosada sauce, and enclosed in a homemade masa bun, created an ideal textural variety. The softness of the fresh masa and tender savory meat with the texture and taste additions of the garnishes provided an amazing taste experience in itself, but by adding the garlic and tomatilla sauce, put it over the top. The Two Peruvian Chefs food truck offers freshly prepared authentic cuisine using genuine traditional ingredients. The chef's Peruvian roots influence these culinary creations. Our piping hot pork sandwich with ají sauce and green slaw was magnificent and richly satisfying. First, you bite into the soft French Peruvian bread, then take in the deep flavor of loose pork and the crunch of slaw and brightness of pickled onions on top. It was a hearty, generously portioned sandwich experience. The ají chicken and cheese empanada was just out of the fryer with a crispy crunch outside that yielded a perfect melding of seasoned chicken and creamy cheese inside, creating a melt-in-your-mouth of flavors. Another short walk from our Airbnb is Bolton's Spicy Chicken and Fish. You know it's a popular place because many customers waited for their orders to be filled as they sat at outdoor tables in the afternoon sun. Our chicken is spicy but won't cause you to lose your composure, is how Bolton's manager describes it. Here we tried their chicken leg and thigh sandwich and chicken tender sandwich. Just next door to Bolton's is Hawker's, serving Asian street food. Only 10 years ago, four best friends joined forces to bring the streets of Asia to Orlando, Florida. Today they have multiple locations throughout the country. They say that Asian street food flavors are bold and unapologetic, mesmerizing all five senses. We came for brunch and got several small plate dishes like pork belly ball, which uses fluffy cloud-like steamed buns to contain richly seasoned pork belly. The Szechuan wontons are ground chicken and shrimp wrap packages in a peanut chili sauce. Korean twice-fried wings were one of our favorites. Crispy yet heavily sauced in garlic and topped with peanuts, sesame, and cilantro provided an intense and satisfying texture and taste experience. Yi Yi's chicken dumplings are meat filled with skins that are hand-rolled daily. wok seared and served with a sweet soy dipping sauce. The Korean favorite bulgogi beef was served grilled and skewered. It was tender and deep flavored with a smattering of kimchi on the side for contrasting traditional tastes. What a weekend! There was so much more delicious food to experience in Nashville, but for one weekend I think we covered a lot, don't you? Thank you so much for watching my video, Food Glorious Food of Nashville. Please stay tuned for more fun adventures. This is Shiny Visions.